So the question here is the best superhero movie that was panned, and I'm meaning 60% or lower on Rotten Tomatoes or Metacritic, whichever one you want to go by. That means that movie has to be below 60, so no cheating, no picking like a movie that's 61%, because it's got to be below that. So, which is basically like Thor 2 and Iron Man 3, so, or above 60%. So, I have one, but I'm going to let somebody else go first, I guess, unless you want me to go first.
I'll go on this. This is easy for me, and you probably know what it is.
It's probably the same one as me.
Man of Steel?
No, yep, it's Man of Steel for me, yes.
No, but Man of Steel is not below 60.
Yeah, it is.
It's like 57, I think.
It's 55%. I'm looking at it right now.
I remember I got pissed. I was like, I loved it. What?
You love it too? Yes. I think it's such a misunderstood film.
Yeah, he kills everybody. No, he doesn't. Come on.
Here's the thing.
He had to stay in Metropolis.
There's as much destruction as there is in the Avengers, okay? I'm not knocking on the Avengers, I'm just saying. And there's even scenes where, like, the Hulk Guantanamo, he runs through a building full of office workers and doesn't give a shit. No one complained about that. Now, you can argue that the Avengers, some people like, oh, well, they went and saved people. Yeah, I know that's in the movie. But the thing is that's a team. This is just one guy fighting a very destructive guy on the same power level.
Yeah, as much as I thought the movie kind of sucked, that whole destroying shit, I don't really understand that complaint. First off, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
And second off, isn't that what we wanted to see since the beginning of all our superhero Superman movies, is to see big motherfucking fights with massive destruction? That's what I've been wanting to see. That is the one good thing of the movie, is the fucking fight scenes and shit blowing up and people getting thrown into fucking IHOP. I mean, that was the best part of the movie for me. That was the part where I woke up and I'm like, oh shit, Superman's fighting an hour and a half in. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't understand that complaint. I don't give a fuck if he killed Zod, because Superman is a pussy and I like when he kills people, so yes, love that. And I was just, everything that people complained about, I didn't give a fuck about. My complaints are with the hour and a half before anything happens complaint. But anyway, you keep defending.
I can't believe that Superman Returns has better reviews. That movie, I'm sorry, is one of the most boring superhero movies of all time.
It's fucking shit. It's fucking boring. It is.
It doesn't punch anything.
Here's the misunderstanding about Superman. Here's the misunderstanding with DC characters in particular. What DC characters do that are different from Marvel, not saying better, but different, is they came from a time, like in the 30s, where they evolved. So Superman in the 30s is different from Superman in the 40s, which he became kind of like a World War II kind of promotion guy. Superman in the 50s was domesticated. Superman in the 60s was this fucking he was a dick. Superman in the 70s was kind of like, into that whole romantic love shit. It just evolves, And that's what people misunderstand about the character. The same with Batman. Batman has changed throughout the decades as well. So I think, people, the most mainstream version of Superman is the reason, which is good, but they have issues too, though, I think.
Mine's not Man of Steel, by the way.
All right.
I love it.
Do you want to go or you want me to go?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, rock, I win. Okay, so the best superhero movie I've seen that got panned, that's below 60%, and kind of like you said with how the fuck is this lower than Superman Returns, how the fuck is this lower than Spider-Man 3 is beyond me. Amazing Spider-Man 2, yeah. I mean, it might have been a letdown to some people, I get it, and I just find it really hard to believe that you found, no redeeming qualities to this movie, because it's obvious that Garfield is Peter Parker. If you don't think so, you don't read Spider-Man. It's that simple. You just don't. You're a fucking idiot. You don't read. But the bigger thing is the movie is a mess. There's no going around that. I can accept the mess, though. You can't say that this movie didn't have heart at parts. I mean, the ending is literally the only superhero movie to ever make me actually feel something other than, oh, he's going to be fine or she's going to be fine. It's just, I knew she was going to die, but the actually capturing that moment and making it even sadder than the comic, because let's be honest, comic was sad, but it's done a long time ago. Yeah. They couldn't show what they showed in the movie, and when her head hits that ground, I mean, that was pretty much the most fucked up death I've seen in a superhero movie in a long time. Yeah. So, honestly, and the fight scenes were that's Spider-Man. All those slick movements and the part when Electro is using the sound shit and Spider-Man's like jumping back and forth on them. That's Spider-Man that I read, and that's the Spider-Man I play in video games. That's the Spider-Man I want to see on the big screen. I don't want to see Spider-Man 3 where he's sliding on a fucking door on the middle of the street and it looks really, really badly done. So Spider-Man 3 is a big old piece of shit, and I don't understand how that movie has higher ratings than Amazing Spider-Man 2. I think anybody who actually thinks that Spider-Man 3 is better obviously doesn't know Spider-Man. They just know that they're fucking stupid fucking faces. So, holy shit, I don't remember that. Well, my favorite scene in Amazing Spider-Man 2, I have two, I know I'm getting off topic here, but the part when I think the acting part really got me is when he's talking to his Aunt May, and people seem to forget that Aunt May is a big part of Peter's life and like one of the most important people in his life. And the part when she gets really upset at him for not thinking that he thinks of her as like a mom was really well done and captured the essence of how Spider-Man can switch to this corny, fun hero to like really some of the best drama in comics. And then you get the ending, in my opinion, from everything from Gwen Stacy all the way to the end, because I love the part when he's listening to her speech.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a big character development for Spider-Man, because Spider-Man, unlike these other heroes like Iron Man and Batman, they're all adults and they all, deal with, horrible things happen to them. But Spider-Man has to deal with this shit at the age of like fucking 16 to like 19. He deals with so much shit, so much bad shit, and then dealing with trying to save people who fucking hate him. I mean, this is what makes Spider-Man so fucking fun to read. So, just the whole last like 20 minutes of that movie I loved, and in my opinion captured the heart of Spider-Man. And, I don't know. I loved it. I thought it was great, but I don't understand the bad reviews.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah, mine was actually Amazing Spider-Man 2, but the only reason why I put that there is because people are considering it like the worst movie of last year, and I don't see that at all. I really don't.
I've seen way worse last year than that.
Way worse. I've seen about 42 movies way worse than friggin' Spider-Man.
Yeah, Ride Along?
Yeah, exactly. Friggin' Sex Tape, even worse. But,
Sex Tape was stupid as shit.
but all right, you said Spider-Man. I actually have another one that is actually I just looked up and it actually is lower than 60%, which I'm surprised.
Let's hear.
I love Blade 2. I love Blade 2 so much.
Oh, Blade 2 was good.
Yeah,
it's Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, I love Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
And I love Blade 1 also.
That's below 60%.
Yeah, it's actually 59%, so it's close, but it's close.
Well, the thing, you look back at Blade, remember when Blade 2 came out, Guillermo del Toro was not this big old force that he is now.
It wasn't.
It
wasn't.
Yeah, and I remember when it came out.
Backbone or no, Devil
exist.
Yeah, nope.
Okay, Blade, right. Blade 3's not even there. Blade 1, which I don't think aged very well, but Blade 2 I still really enjoy. So yeah, I guess that's it. Those are the movies that we thought were decent and that people thought sucked, or I guess critics, and then people follow like sheep. But those are our movies, so there you go. Everybody,
bye.
I was going to say put your choices, but then Gore said goodbye, so I guess he doesn't want to hear your choices.
No cares. Bye.
But you can put your choices below of movies that you thought were pretty good that basically got shitted on. Like, if you put Daredevil, I might just delete your comment. So, everybody have a good everybody have a good day and put your shit on the bottom.
Bye.